Welcome to the RIOT podcast. We are in the middle of Match Monday, and don't apologize for the yawn.
So if you're listening to the podcast today, consider supporting today while Match Monday's going on. Remember, a support to RadioU through RadioU.com in the donate section is a support for our podcast since that's what puts it on.
Wow. Well, you guys are really killing it out there, and thank you so much for all that you're doing. Please, if you haven't yet, make sure that when you give, you say podcast, as Nikki's saying, because that way we want to know that you're there.
Yeah, put it in the comment section, and we can thank you then, too.
So the stuff you're going to hear in today's podcast, you know what? I forgot to pull it up. Hang on.
The email?
Yeah, there's an email that has everything
just have
in
email, waiting music, la, 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 la.
See, there's an email from Nikki, but it's not that one.
No, I forwarded it to you.
Okay, hot dogs in an air fryer, which, okay, you'll hear me in this thing be like, I'm going to try this. I've never tried it.
You never have?
I never did it.
Dude, why not?
Why not anything?
Why are we still?
Why? Like, think of all the things.
Why are you still hot dog air fryerless?
I don't know. That's what I thought when I heard it again. I was like, man, that sounds like a great idea.
When I do this,
I should do that. I'll forget by the time I get home. A girl goes on a date with Godzilla. Dude, I heard this. Where COVID actually came from.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. It involves a sacred animal. And fat goals.
Yep, there it is.
I don't know what that means, but...
Well, we talked about, how everybody's just been gaining a little more than maybe they're comfortable with.
Sure. I just bought bigger pants. We also get into what's new at Costco.
Speaking of bigger pants.
Trader Joe's and the problem of evil. And then what was the other one we did?
We talked about Matthew McConaughey.
There was
a study done in Texas that more people than you think might be willing to go for McConaughey for
than
governor.
The actual governor.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. He seems all right to me.
You got to come up. What was the other Matthew McConaughey thing? What is it, like a Renaissance or... McConaissance, something like that. There was another term with him.
Well, the only thing I imagine is Matthew McConaughey is running for governor, and they run that clip of him from
the bongo thing?
Dazed and Confused over and over again, where he's just like, you know what I like about high school girls? I get older, they keep staying the same age.
We did mention briefly, but when you're a celebrity, you have roles. Like, it'd be hard to run for politics then for a spot. Whereas if you were just a normal person running, man, your stuff that you did would have just been real on out there. Yeah. But that's not the case if you're a celebrity. Well, you get a pass.
We'll see, won't we? So, hey, enjoy the podcast. Please give support. Let us know it's you in the comments on the app, RadioU.com. Click on donate, whatever you do, and enjoy this.
Have a good day.
The RIOT isn't all bad, but this is the worst of the RIOT. RadioU.
Listen, one of the greatest single casualties of what's going on in the world right now with COVID and the election and I don't know, whatever, is the roller dog.
Is that the biggest casualty?
I'll tell you right now, the Circle K gas station, it's not exactly... It's kind of on my way home. It's not on my way home, but you could make a little detour
and
to make it
too
on
far
the way.
Out of the way.
Yes. If you go there, I'm telling you right now, they have got a roller dog that is worth the trip.
Is it worth the risk?
You combine that with the fact that they now sell a 44-ounce Polar Pop for 99 cents.
That's a meal.
What it is? They have a meal deal. You can do two hot dogs, a soda, and a bag of their chips.
I don't know.
Not Doritos. It's Circle K branded chips.
I don't know. That to us, the roller dog was always like a roll the dice. It was a risk for the gas station hot dog. But man, you loved it. You still love it.
Hey, don't act like I'm the only one.
I've never had a roller dog. I'm
not talking about you.
Oh, is Eric? Eric's had a roller dog too. Is it everyone's hidden shame?
Well, I don't know. I just know that that's one of the places that Eric and I's friendship has not been good for each other. Is that when I discovered that he also liked gas station soda and roller dogs, it suddenly became okay.
We love the same things.
What? It's
and
fine.
a bag of chips? That's
I don't
so inexpensive.
I don't have anything to be ashamed of now. I've got friends. It's fine.
If your friend's doing the same thing, then you suddenly don't feel any guilt about the gas station hot dog.
It's fine. No big deal.
But some gas stations for a while there did not have them. And I don't know if all of them have it back, but
I'll tell you that either they're selling out, which is a real possibility.
or they're in the back rolling away.
But I can tell you when I was there the other day,
Yeah.
no roller dogs.
It's just not something with COVID that they're doing yet.
So that's why this article from Lifehacker is so important. Nikki just sent it to me, and it says right here.
How you can have a gas station roller dog experience at home.
You put your hot dog in your air fryer.
Did you ever think to do that?
No.
Do you ever make hot dogs at home or?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, not often. Funny enough that you bring it up, I actually had brats last night.
Oh, did you?
I made them on my George Foreman grill. This is true, and it really is a Foreman grill.
You could have put it in the air fryer.
I could have.
And you should have let it sit out for like all day. You want to have a real experience.
Nikki, no.
But just roll them every so often.
Not every gas station's like that. You got to find one where the clerk really cares about their job.
If you find that, stick with that.
Really wants to be there for you and give you great service.
Well, this gives that blistering of the skin that you might like from a gas station hot dog. So they're saying all you do is just stick it in the air fryer and cook it that way.
I'm doing this.
In about 5 minutes is all you need.
I'm doing this. It's happening.
So it's an air fryer. It's a plump hot dog is what it'll do.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah, let me know how it is.
On how it goes, but that is 100% happening.
Giving it a try.
Nikki, you've got an air fryer, right?
I do, yeah.
You don't have to wait for me. You can do it yourself at home.
And I've gotten back into hot dogs, but what I do is I do that chili, cheese, and onion thing. So we have that.
I like both parts of that. I'm back into hot dogs.
Yeah, every so often. Only if I can do the chili, sort of hot dog chili. It's not normal chili. It's hot dog chili.
Well, yeah, it's disgusting.
There's a difference. What?
You heard it.
Aw, fine.
Onions, what are you doing?
I'm just piling them on.
I'd rather go to the gas station.
Yeah, no, because that's you're happy to go there.
If you're looking for all the funny moments you missed during the riot, we apologize. You won't find them here. There weren't any. This is the worst of the riot podcast.
Now, Nikki, you started following these weird Costco Instagram accounts, right? Where people just snap things they find at Costco.
I do see them a lot on just what's pushed at me. So if you go to Costco, Target, there's Aldi ones. There's a ton of them to where if you want to see the new hotness, you just go see them on Instagram and they go each day and they show you what's the new things to buy.
I'll tell you right now.
Before they go away.
I just found the new thing to buy and I want it.
Did you?
Girl Scout.
Yeah.
Thin Mint almonds.
Yeah, those are at Costco.
Have you seen them?
No, but I've seen them on the accounts. That one was a really popular one. I haven't seen if it's been, I haven't been in a couple of weeks, but I haven't seen if it's at our store.
Oh.
So mint chocolate almonds.
Oh, I want that.
And you wouldn't know about it unless you were watching these sites to tell you all the deals.
I know. That's the thing that I thought. I was like, man, why are they not out there trumpeting this from the mountaintops? You're telling me that it's almonds covered in a thin mint cookie chocolate? It's official?
I think it's actually licensed too, isn't it? It really does look. It's Girl Scouts. Yeah.
It is the Girl Scouts. It's not the Woman Scouts, the Woman Searchers.
So close, but not 100% licensed. But no, these are, I believe.
No,
so they should taste pretty good.
Oh, they look amazing.
See, it's hard with Costco because, and I'm assuming Sam's Club is the same way, but I have not been there, so I don't know.
Dirty Sam's Club.
But, they get these items in and they just don't last long. And so that's why when you go in, you spend way more than you think because you say to yourself, well, next time I come in, these Girl Scout things are not going to be here anymore because they'll be gone.
That's true. I will tell you, Costco's got me trained. There are certain things I like to buy there that if I see it, I'm must buy now.
Yeah, if not.
Must buy now.
So I think with the Aldi and the Target ones too, too, like there's seasonal items, and if you don't get in on the season, then you don't get it.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I don't want to go to Costco, but this might be enough to get me over there.
You want to see if they're there?
That looks good. A thin mint chocolate almond.
Mm-hmm. I've even seen those a lot. Like there's TikTok pages too to see what's there.
And you know what? While I'm there, I'll just go ahead and pick up some larger shirts and pants on my way down the aisle.
Something to listen to when you meant to work out but tripped into a box of donuts. This is RadioU's Worst of the Riot.
Now, this is some reality TV that I could get behind, Nikki.
I feel like this would be here if it'd be like on a TLC show, you know, like one of those dating ones or the fiancé ones. It'd be somewhere. It'd be a show-worthy thing.
It's called Tante Night Scoop. It's in Japan, and the idea is they take requests from viewers and they basically grant wishes, but we always think of things like grant wishes like finally get before the bad thing happens. No, this is like they say it's just silly stuff.
Any wish like that.
Like just about anything. And so this girl, she's 13, Sierra Watanabe, and she wanted to go on a date with Godzilla.
Oh, it's not just a date. She says, my love is so great, I would like to marry Godzilla.
Well, they settled on a date.
That's the...
Okay, the
marriage thing was not doable, so the date it is.
The other thing you got to keep in mind is if you go back and talk to yourself at 13 about who you want to marry, that might not make it all the way to, say, 21. But she's a huge Godzilla fan, and they show her, she's got all these Godzilla figures on her table, and...
She likes the Godzilla from the Heisei era, or which one is that one?
The Heisei era, it would be like the one in the mid 90s.
Gotcha. And she likes that one the most because she loves the Godzilla's thick legs during that time.
He has a very specific look, and I agree with her. To me, that is in my mind, it's the iconic Godzilla look.
And that's the one she likes the most. So that was the Godzilla that the show set her up with so that a character in the Godzilla costume could take her on a date.
And so they have all this footage of her. She kisses him at the sunset. They go to a Godzilla museum together.
She's packed a bento. Her grandfather went as the chaperone. They held hands.
Fantastic.
I feel as we're only seeing just, snapshots of the date. So we're not actually watching the whole episode, but it gets a little intense towards the end. She proposes marriage.
Right.
But, that does not happen. So.
Well, he's not much of a talker anyway.
She's so excited.
She is.
She's truly very excited. And you don't want to crush that because she's 13. This is an important date for her.
Yeah, it is. And I couldn't tell you about what like Japanese people are like necessarily just in day to day, but like there is in pop culture, there's a very excitable nature about like the way they present in pop culture is like that. So she is
super excited.
She's absolutely
super excited.
She's doing it. And, like she's doing the whole thing.
The only worrisome part is the last one where you see her kissing the Godzilla thing.
She's just kissing him on the nose.
No, it's a real kiss for her. Okay, that one seems real. She's wearing a face mask too, but it's real.
She takes it off when she kisses him.
She's very excited about going on this date. So it's cute, but then like I said, here in the U.S., this would have been definitely a TLC shorter show.
I would watch this.
The Riot Podcast. RadioU.
I have been to college. I graduated. I had a major in communications, a minor in philosophy. Now, it's my minor in philosophy that I wish to address now. One of the things that you can do in philosophy classes is you'll study what they call the problem of evil. Some people argue, is evil is it something we do? Mm-hmm. Is it a physical matter? Like this is evil? Is it real? Is it just a moral construct? What is evil? And while we can debate that all day long, Nikki, I want you to know that I have now, not in my possession, but photos of evil being an actual real thing that exists in the world.
What'd you see?
Well, the people at Trader Joe's are now making crispy onion chips.
Is that evil to you? He hates onions. But they're crispy.
This is a physical manifestation that I can point to and say evil is real and it's right there.
Well, I mean, that's not for you, but I think a lot of people would probably think those are delicious. And then to them, it's the opposite. They're crispy, though. They're not as bad. Have you had them on salad? Probably not. Never.
Of course not.
No, you're right. You never would. You never try and open your heart up to something new, would ya?
Hey, does anybody else hear it? Open your heart to evil. You'll like it.
Eat the crispy onion.
Evil is good for you. Everyone says it's bad, but it's not. You know what? Why don't you head on over there and taste the fruit? You won't die.
You'll be fine.
You'll be like God.
So that's a no for Obi. But I'd try it. I think that'd be fine.
Which tells me, what about you, Nikki?
What? Evil?
Yep.
No.
You're a sin eater. That's what you are. You want to consume evil.
And now then, every time I want to have a crispy, like, onion straw sort of thing, I'm going to just think, boy, are you being evil? Or is this okay? And the answer would be yes. And you would say, I need to change my ways. Man, you wouldn't want to see it then. I had bought a extra large bag at Costco of the onion straws. So they're the fried ones. And you just put it on anything. Anything.
That is disgusting. You
Sick,
know what?
Isn't it?
You know, it's not. Okay. I'm not mad at you, Nikki.
Am I just deceived?
I'm not even disappointed. I'm heartbroken. Aww. Because you're over there living a life where you're like, onions for everyone. Onions are good.
Here, have a big bag of the onions. I'm sorry. I know this is where we don't agree. I don't mind onions.
Oh, now it's just a not agree. Nikki.
Well, we can still appreciate and respect each other even though we don't agree. Isn't this a life lesson?
Okay, can I just...
Isn't this politics?
Can we escalate this, Nikki? We're in a court of law, and it's like, you know what? All right, okay. So I ran her over with my car.
Oh, my
gosh. We respect each other? Can't we just agree to disagree?
You ran me over, and I was holding the bag of the onions.
I mean, do you see what we've done here? Like right now, we're having a moral philosophy debate. Is there absolute truth? And if there is, can I know it? And then how do I need to apply it? And I'll tell you this, Nikki, onions are evil. I can know this because Obadiah told me, and I apply this in my life.
That's a for sure.
Not eating onions and telling Trader Joe's that I will not associate with them because of the things that they're doing in this world.
Actually, you know, during these times, you could probably pick up some steam with that if you went that way. You could just say you're not supporting them.
I refuse to support Trader Joe's.
They get canceled because of the onion straw things.
Yeah, look, we all saw it. Look, here's the photo. You've got fried onions. You are part of the problem.
You're basically listening to a real-time cringe compilation. This is The Riot on RadioU.
I don't like to turn this show into just a big beacon of bad news. You know, I don't want us to do that. But I'm afraid I have some bad news, and I'm going to have to share it.
It would just be wrong if we did not, I guess.
I think we're all doomed. Like, I think that we've had it, and there may not be a road back. And a lot of people are like, oh, because of COVID, because of this and that. And no, it's not that. Though this could have been where all of COVID started, for all we know. In Canada, someone killed the white moose.
Oh, is it like a sacred white moose or something?
That's right, Nikki.
Uh-oh. Who did that?
They don't know. They're trying to figure it out. But someone has killed the white moose, and they left its remains.
They're making a statement or something? They said everybody in...
They just left it.
Well, I think this is a bit of an overstatement, but they're like, everyone is outraged in Canada. So they say everyone is outraged and sad because of this rare moose, this white one, that was killed.
Well, I mean, not everyone in Canada. Canada's big.
That's what I was meaning. I think they're probably, but I bet they're saying the residents, especially of the area. Oh, so it's like this. In Canada, there's something called a spirit bear, which it's...
Wait, is that like you guys have Spirit Week and then everybody dresses up like a bear? So it's Spirit Bear?
They look like white bears, but they're not. They're not polar bears, but it is considered like extra special bear for spirit bear. So
can I be the voice of Nikki for just a minute?
Yeah.
Every bear is extra special
but
bear.
They really think it's like mystical. Like it's a special bear. Like you wouldn't want to do anything to this bear. bear. So I think it's similar to that, where it's called a spirit moose, and residents of the Ontario community are offering a reward to anyone who can help find the poachers that killed the white moose.
Okay, so it's illegal to do that. So it's not just a local tradition. It's also law.
You can shoot moose though, right? But just not the white one?
Not the white moose,
the spirit one.
So what do you do if they find out who you are that killed the white moose? Do they kill you to appease the moose?
I don't know. I'm sure maybe you even go to jail. It could be that big of a deal.
Maybe your punishment is you have to live in the woods now and live the life the moose would have lived.
They're saying that poachers recently killed 2 female moose, including one that was the white one. The remains, including their heads, were left along a remote service road. So they're mad. They're sad. They say no one needs a moose that bad, so why would you go shoot one? Could have been maybe they didn't know that they didn't catch that one of them was the white spirit moose, and then they just left them there. They're just trying to figure it out.
They're just trying to get away from it, but they've been found out, and everybody's looking for the white moose killer.
Everybody's looking. So they want information. If anybody knows any details on it, they want to know.
Well, if anybody wants to know where COVID-19 came from, everybody's like, maybe it's China, maybe it's this, maybe it came from an asteroid, maybe it came from whatever. It came
you think
because
it was this?
Someone slayed the white moose.
Now, Obi, if you're looking at the article, if you click on the left side, the Canada's ghostly spirit bears are even rarer than thought. That's the spirit bears, so it's similar.
I'm telling you guys, this all comes down to somebody shot the white moose. That's where we are.
This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
So, Nikki, if there was somebody that you could have run for governor of your state.
You sure?
Any celebrity you want. Who do you want to be governor of your state?
So that's a good question, because at first I'd automatically go to some of my favorite celebrities.
Which would be who? Okay,
well,
let's start there.
It's always like Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Not really, because I only like certain things that he does, but I don't have a lot of celebrities that you're
big into.
Yeah, so it just kind of depends. It's more about the roles.
Yeah.
So that would be a pretty good character to have, but I kind of feel like I don't want someone who I admire or like, because then perhaps we'll be disappointed.
Sure.
Or maybe you'll like them even more depending on their style if they got into politics.
Well,
so I don't know.
At the University of Texas,
yeah,
they did a survey, and what they have come back with is 33% of people in the state would vote for Governor Greg Abbott if he ran again.
Sure.
But 45% of people would vote for Matthew McConaughey over Greg Abbott.
Over him.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been talking about if Matthew McConaughey would go and run for governor.
Yeah,
he said he possibly would.
Yeah. So for the life of me, I cannot come up with who would be
someone you'd be interested in.
Like an actual celebrity that would be a great governor.
Again, you're not really liking the celebrity necessarily. You like the role of a movie or a part that they play, and that's not how they'd run the state.
Right.
So you might be disappointed.
Right. Somebody, they might be the most obscure choice would be the best choice.
Yeah.
Somebody that's running in the background.
And you get an unfair advantage because people are very familiar with you and would just be so curious to see how you would do in that role that you might get more votes just out of not knowing anybody else.
Well, in a lot of ways, elections are already popularity contests. Yeah. So how about the most popular people start running, and then they have people behind the scenes that just tell them what they're supposed to vote for, and they don't have to do a lot of the talking in front of everyone because they can not have press conferences. Sure. And they can just avoid the public and just wear sunglasses and walk around.
And Matthew McConaughey has been very much a Texas guy. So he's been, I'm sure if you're in Texas, you probably appreciate that.
Governor McConaughey, how are things in Texas? All right.
I mean, even for him, hasn't he had some fun, interesting things in his past where it would be okay if you were a celebrity running for politics to have all that stuff, but if you were just a normal person going into it, that'd all be brought up.
Did you read his autobiography?
I did not.
Yeah,
I heard a lot about it, but...
Yeah, I mean, it was fodder for articles for at least 3 days.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know how he would do, but it seems like in Texas, people would be willing to try out.
Yeah, so if you're going to go big, go Texas. That's what they're saying.
That's the only way they know how to go. It's not going big, it's just going Texas. They're just going there.
giving every novelty food the publicity it so blatantly desires. It's The Riot on Radio U.
Yeah, I feel like I need an intervention. Mm-hmm. I feel like I need some serious-minded people with some serious solutions for serious problems.
We got a problem that we need to fix?
Yeah, I'm not even gay. Like, I'm just straight up, we're getting fat now. Like, that's... Like, it's not...
I came into work today, too. I was like, today we are getting serious.
We got to think it through, man.
The last several months have just been... unprecedented.
I'm telling you, it's real.
I know,
and
I agree.
I've spent the last 5-6 weeks, I don't know, whatever, in the basement in survival mode where you're just like, I don't even care, whatever.
Your body was confused thinking it was supposed to start winter weight, hibernating, but no, you were just quarantined.
Haven't had any exercise. I mean, honestly, height of COVID, exercise was I think I can make it to the stop sign and back. I'm pretty sure I can get down there.
But you feel better enough? Do you think you want to start that back, or do you need to still rest a little bit?
You know what? This is going to sound dumb, but it's true. I'm a little afraid to go work out today because I'm afraid that I'll be so wiped out I won't be able to come back tomorrow.
You have to work your way into it.
Which I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm being completely honest about that because... that whole COVID fatigue thing, everybody makes fun of it. Everybody's like, I'm always tired anyway. Me too. I totally get it.
Well, that means we have to eat right then. If you're not going to work out.
How do you even do that?
Well, I mean, we just need to take a look at what are our goals today.
Don't even have any.
No goals, so you got to make a goal.
So
I wanted to do more water, so we got the big water back. And I want to have no desserts today.
Which, you know what?
Which I've had plenty of.
I know that sounds ridiculous, but coming off of Thanksgiving weekend.
I had a Costco apple pie for several days that was just delicious, and I can't do that anymore.
We gotta bring it back.
So that was my goals for today.
Okay, my goal for today, and I'm not just saying this, was to make it here and home.
Look. Good job, and that's a big goal.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
At least.
So, I don't know if there's anything else you want to throw in there, but I think for everybody, it's just baby steps today.
All right.
And the whole week, because then we're just going to... I actually said to myself, too, I was like, well, why bother? Because it's going to get to Christmas, and then, why don't we just do this in January, which is why everyone does it in January.
I had the exact same thought. I'm like, oh, yeah, let's go to the Christmas holiday, really trying to cinch up the belt, right?
But I feel like we've lost more control than we normally have by December.
I completely agree.
So I feel like something's needed.
Something needs to change. And as soon as we get to January, let's do it.
And if anybody is waiting until January, then that's fine, too. Whatever is going on is all fine.
We're not here to tell you how to live.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh, no! I missed it! Do it again!
You can hear us live every day on the RadioU network through the RadioU app or at riot.radiou.com.
I feel like this is about Beyonce's mom or something.